exercising in the forest. As the sun began to disappear over the horizon and the rays of light became more diffuse among the branches, Alexander realized that he was lost. He was standing on a path that seemed to lead him home, but at some point he had taken a wrong turn. Now a thick green wall stretched before him, and he couldn't find any familiar landmarks full of vibrant sounds and smells. But now it seemed alien and unfriendly to him. The last rays of sunlight breaking through the foliage made the trees around him even more gloomy and mysterious. Alexander suddenly felt all alone in this forest, where he had previously felt at home. He decided to walk forward, hoping it would lead him to some exit or road. But the longer he walked, the more the forest seemed endless. The outline of the trees began to blend into a single blur, and each turn seemed similar to the previous. Soon it began to get darker, and Alexander realized that night would soon fall. Panic gripped him as he realized that he would be staying here for the night. He began to run, scrambling through bushes and branches, hoping to somehow get out of this maze. But the more he ran, the more confused he became. He stopped to catch his breath and calm down. Standing still, he heard strange sounds from deep in the forest, rustles, birds chirping, but at some point it began to sound like a whisper. Alexander felt goosebumps run down his back. He felt that something invisible was surrounding him, watching him. With each passing minute, the forest seemed less and less friendly and more hostile. Alexander began to doubt that he would ever get out of here. He could feel the fear overwhelming him, and he realized that he had to keep calm if he wanted to survive. He decided to sit down and concentrate. He closed his eyes and tried to remember everything he knew about the forest. What it looked like from above, what plants grew deep within it, what animals lived in its depths. He recalled images from his childhood when he used to walk through these places with his parents. He remembered their laughter and joy when they spent time in this forest. Slowly but surely, he began to orient himself around him. He noticed certain signs that helped him realize where he should be heading. He breathed a sigh of relief when he finally saw a bend in the trail that he recognized. With each step, the house grew closer. Alexander felt his strength returning as he got closer to his goal. Finally, when he emerged from the forest, he felt as if he had come alive anew. He looked around and saw the familiar outline of his home on the horizon. Happiness and relief flooded him as he walked to the door and stepped inside. He looked out the window at the growing darkness of the forest. Thankful for his experience on this adventure, Alexander realized that even in the darkest moments, when everything seems hopeless, there is hope, and that it is important to stay calm and believe in yourself to overcome any difficulties, even if you are lost in the forest.